could just summarize very quickly, starting, probably the fuzziest part is from creation up to Abraham.
Yeah.
So just very quickly, we've got creation. God creates everything in 6 days. It's perfect. Adam and Eve sin. That brings a curse into God's world. God has a plan. He's going to send the Messiah to die on a cross. And then you have Cain and Abel. Cain kills Abel. We have that. And then people keep living for a while, but it gets so bad that God says, you know what, I kind of regret it. I even started this whole thing. They're only thinking evil thoughts continually. I'm going to send a flood to wipe out everyone from the face of the earth except for, again, Noah and his family, his 3 sons and their wives. This is about 1,700 years now after creation. So there's just a lot of evil going on for most of the period, and then all of a sudden God sends the flood roughly 1,700 years after creation. Then you've got Noah and his family coming off the ark to repopulate the earth. God said, spread out, fill the whole earth. And he said, nope, we're going to stay right here and worship a false god. So you got the Tower of Babel going on. God says, no, not going to let that happen. God confounds their languages. He confuses their language. They were all speaking one language. It forces them to split up. So now you got them breaking up, splitting apart from the tower, which is kind of where the origin of races go back to, skipping some of those details, but they're starting to spread out. You got
do we have an idea on the time frame of that, just out of curiosity?
That's probably a few hundred years after the flood. Okay. We don't know exactly. The Bible doesn't give us the details, but it would be after the Ice Age, and even maybe during some of the Ice Age. The flood would have caused that. We're skipping some of those details.
Okay.
But now you got these people moving out from the tower, starting to fill the earth, which is what God wanted. So you, in a sense, have random people just all over the earth. Out of all those people, God says, I still have my plan here to send the Messiah. I'm going to choose one man, Abram, whose name was later changed to Abraham, chooses that guy and says, through you, through your seed, the world will be blessed, meaning the Messiah will come through your lineage. And then everyone after that, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and so on, we're a little bit more familiar with. But that's kind of the start that most people are most confused about.
And from there, it literally goes right to Christ.
It was all to be Christ, because the whole theme through the Old Testament is Jesus Christ. Even though it's referred to as a Messiah, it's all about Jesus Christ. Everything that happens is centered around Jesus Christ, and we learn more specifically about him when he personally arrives on the scene in the New Testament.
Okay.